Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How you doing this morning? I'm so glad you are here for our daily ritual, habit, our discipline. You and me, just two men. Maybe you're a little bit older like me. We're just checking in, getting our minds right to take on the day. Early in the morning here in the West Coast, United States, where I'm living, San Francisco Bay Area of California. 3 a.m. I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to go, right? And I know that it may be later in the day for you. It may be afternoon, it may be evening with our international group of men who we have a mutual passion for fitness. But I know you're like me. You want more out of life. You want to become what I call the total package, become your best both inside and outside of the gym. If that's you, you're just like me. I'm here. You're the first person I'm talking to many days, most days, when I come to you during this time that we spend together. You're the first person I'm talking to, getting our minds right for the day. Hey, did you wake up this morning with a plan? Did you wake up with your game face on? Did you go to bed last night saying, there's going to be this one thing that I'm going to accomplish or get done for the day? How'd you do with that? Just something to check in. We get better and better, just like exercise, get better and better, get more and more clear on what it is you want. And that's what I want to talk about today as we do this little check-in this morning on our morning connection. Action. Most of us need to take more action. But after you get yourself to take action, we got to really start evaluating, are the actions that we're taking, are they really getting us closer to the big vision for our life that we have clearly identified? Hopefully we've clearly identified it. All right, we got to stop and evaluate. Can't just be spraying and praying, right? Action, throwing it out there. I mean, that's a lot better than most men out there if we're taking consistent, continual action. But we want to do more than just do better than most. We want to do more than just check off some boxes. We need to do more than just move, even though that's great. A lot of guys can't get themselves to do that. Sometimes we got to stop and evaluate our actions. Are they getting us closer to the big vision that we have clearly identified? And maybe sometimes we got to stop, think about it, and clearly identify it even more, get more and more clear about it. Let's see who is joining us today. Are you looking forward to this? Do you hear the theme music? Say, boom, it's time to just check in with Skip and get my mind right for the day. Right. Hey, thank you so much for the emails, direct messages. You're appreciating my efforts. You appreciate this time that we're spending together, getting to know each other. You and me, just a little bit every single day, bit by bit. Can you believe it? You've probably been watching this, 10, 20, 30 days in a row since we've been doing this, right? Tell me what you're finding most valuable of our time together. I know it feels good. Just two guys, same situation in life, still two guys wanting more. It's probably tough to find guys like you and me out there, right? It seems like you're alone in your journey. Well, that's what this is for. This is what the great thing about the internet. I talked about this early this week. There's 7 billion people on the planet. There's millions of websites and social media pages and accounts and personalities. You found your home here with you and me. All right. Let's see who is watching this morning. And get on to today's message. Just some things for you to think about a little every single day. All right. I love it. Let's do this, guys. LeVar is here. So LeVar, I lost my motivation to get back in the gym. Not sure if it's mental. I need help. All right. Hey, I want to talk about helping you, LeVar, and all of you love this morning connection, this message, this theme, this discipline, right? I want to talk about that. Today is Thursday. I open up my weekends. All right, I'm pretty stacked during the week with my one-on-one coaching clients and all the other things. You see all the videos that I do, whether it's this morning connection and I produce them, get all over social media, or my workouts, roll them in live in the gym. A lot of other things going on. That's why I kind of want to talk about today, what's the theme for today. But I want you to reach out. I want you to reach out. And in LeVar, you can send me a direct message. Or take action right now. Again, if you're watching this live on a replay version, whether you're watching this on a Facebook Ask Skip LaCour page or you're watching it on YouTube, just post down below. Say, yeah, I want in. I want in. All right, I'll send you a direct message, or let me put down this phone number, right? This is a Google phone number, and it's connected to my home office right here. The next room over is my home office, and so it's a direct connection to me, where I'm working all throughout the day. See how I do this 7 days a week. So 213-973-8790. All right, write that number down, because if maybe right now isn't when you really want to take action. Some guys say that they want it, right? I make myself visible. They say that they want it, but they can't take action. They think of reasons. Well, I want to get my stuff together before I reach out to Skip, get some of that energy, get some of that guidance that I respect. That's why I come watch all this. You know, if you are waiting to get yourself together, that's the whole point, right? To maybe one distinction, one strategy, maybe just talk to me, see how I'm just human. All right, build upon this connection that we made. Maybe that's what it's going to take, a shorter, more effective and efficient way to get your mind right, your stuff together. Instead of waiting to get your stuff together by yourself, maybe I can help you do that like I helped so many men. All right, so reach out, call that number, 213-973-8790. All right, I'm going to do this all weekend. Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, and I'm just opening up. Again, this is absolutely free. You know, a lot of guys, they see all the things that I do, whether it's these live broadcasts where we're talking to guys getting our minds right to take on the day, or workouts for older men live, and I do that a lot, right? I do that. Hey, reach out and call. And there are, a lot of guys just jump all over. I love that, men who just take action. Some are a little skeptical. Well, what's this all about? Well, let me just... And you will definitely relate to this if you watch this show, Morning Connection, and you watch my live broadcast. Have you noticed when I come on, there's always 2 or 3 things, it's really called like epiphany stories. That's the term that I've learned, right? Where, a lot of times there's just so much information on the internet. Do this, here's this ritual that you do to wake up with energy, jump in a cold bath or jog or nap, or there's all these strategies, right, to make you more productive, all right, get more out of your efforts, out of your mindset or whatever. And in the gym, eat this, don't eat this, train this way, whatever it is. There's plenty of information on the internet, plenty of information on the internet, no doubt about it. But it's really, LeVar, that's what most of our situations are, is that, we just need to get clear on why it is to, I was just in bed. I was just in bed a half an hour ago. Just all curled up, just warm. It's a rainy day here in Northern California. I just felt so good to sleep in. And even when I got up, right, I'm walking around for the first 5 minutes, maybe you know what this is like. And I'm thinking, right, I'm gonna fall through. Like I said, at 3 o'clock in the morning, my guys are waiting for me, right? But I'm going right back to bed. You know that feeling? But like, why do you keep on going? Why do you keep on moving forward? It's how clear you create the story with your imagination, your mind. You're going to take one more step, and one more step, and one more step. And then it's like, well, I'm going to do this, and then I'm not going to go to the gym today, right? I'll just work out one more. Then a couple of minutes later, okay, now I'm ready, right? It's because of the story that's going on in your head. Why are you doing all this? And that would be the first thing. I talk to men, and I'm very skilled on hearing your story, listening, right? Using my intuition, my experience of what your trigger points may be. I don't know, you live your life, and just bringing them up from what I hear. Why is it so important for you to go to the gym? I mean, obviously you have that in your mind. What is it for you? It's different for other people. Like a lot of men my age, they just, I don't care. A lot of guys say age is just a number, or you're only as old as you feel. Well, the body just doesn't work the same way as it used to. And I don't mean that in a disempowering way. The way I see it is we got to make the most use of the time we have, with our physical body, right? And so when you start feeling those effects, it's to gain this sense of control. You want to work out because, hey, if you're going to get older and you got this vision of what it would be like 5 years, 10 years from now, if you're kind of feeling the aches and pains or whatever, at least you can be proactive and do something. Right? You can take control of your years ahead if you want to reverse some negative signs of aging, or maybe you have health concerns. Maybe a friend of yours at your age, he's sick and he died, and that makes us lose our sense of control depending on how we look at it. And just getting yourself to work out, you may not have any control over your health or when you're going to live or die. But if you can get yourself to take action every single day, know you're doing something, right? You just feel better. You feel more in control. That, hey, what's going to happen is going to happen, but at least I'm taking control of my. Many times that could be your reason. Now, I don't know. It's different for everybody. Maybe it's like, you're not getting the job. You're not getting the respect. You're not getting the love back. And in your mind, it's because, I don't have energy. Like, look at this guy at 56 years old, get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Where does he get that energy from? I need some of that. All right? If I work out, I'll have more energy. I'll put out more vibes out there, and I'll start getting back what I think I deserve. Right? Or maybe I'll get that job, I'll get that promotion. Looks are influential to a degree. Right? We can only do so much with our genetic structure of our face or this or that. But we can't take care of our body. So if we're 50 pounds overweight, we don't have energy, right? We can at least say, look, I'm going to do my best to look my best, so to match my heart and my mind and the value that I have to offer the world. I'm going to make my body match my level of value. All right, maybe it shouldn't be that way, but I know it's part of the way. I need to lose this weight. It would give me more confidence as I create the value, and whether that's with your wife, whether it's your kids, at the job, with your employees, right? Have that respect. It's reciprocated, and you start getting more of what you deserve, but you haven't quite earned yet. Whatever it is, and maybe for you, I got to lose this weight. I got to have more energy, right? Whatever it is for you, got to be really clear on that. And then little by little, you start doing more and more, and you get more and more momentum. So reach out. Again, I'm going to put that number all weekend long, right? Call that number, 213-973-8790. Again, it's a Google number. It's connected to my home. I may be on another call or something, but I'll call you back, right? And if you got an international, you're somewhere outside of the United States and Canada, just send me an email at skip@skiplacour.com. Got conference lines all set up. Sometimes it's not quite as easy me picking up the phone in between the things that I'm doing and just give you a call here in the United States. It becomes a little challenging, and again, it's going to take a little bit more, persistence if you live outside of the United States and you're watching this, because, I go to bed at 8 o'clock to get up at 3, and, all the time zones. There's a gentleman in the Philippines, he's got his work schedule, and we're trying to get a hold of each other, just the wrong timing. I do have conference lines set up around the world for you to take action. It's just you got to be more persistent. I got to be more persistent to break through because of different times. But reach out this weekend. I can help you break through. I am the man to help you do that. I'll take good care of you. I'll ask you some skilled questions. I've figured out the patterns of what it takes to trigger you to step into your full power. Right, so all weekend long, if you're watching, if you're the type of man to watch this, I want you to reach out. But that's a good question. It's a challenge that we all go through to some degree, LeVar. So thanks for posting that. Razik, good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Gomero, hello. Good to have you here. All right, guys. Masashi is here. All right. So, real quick, for a lot of us, we need to take more action. I think that's what LeVar is talking about. Maybe you're not at that point. You're here. You've already taken action. This motivates you. Just try to get to that higher level. And maybe you need to take a step back. That's kind of where I am right now. Right now, it's like, well, you've seen me, right? Just coming forward, moving forward, coming to you. I've got this big vision of how I want to help you create this mutually beneficial situation. But sometimes every once in a while, and I don't know if it's every month, every couple months, whatever it is for you, But sometimes what I realize, and that's where I'm the point now, I've got so many things going on, right? My head is just jumbled because I've got so many opportunities that I've set up. Now it's about execution. Maybe you know what this is like, right? Here, the thing about it is, you know, from working out to doing a live connection, I mean, you can do so many things, right, that are good. They're productive. It's the better version of you. You're taking action, and good for you. That's the first step. But then you got to take a step back and refine what you're doing. What's the highest and best use of your time? And here's the challenge, and you know what this is like. There's things that we got to do just to satisfy our very short-term requirements, right? All right. There's the must-do in the short term, right? Then there's the things that if we don't work on our long-term big goals, right? Like, I don't know, build that website, write that book, right? Chapter by chapter, paragraph by paragraph, or whatever it is. Get that marketing plan. Finally do that one project, whatever it is for you. If you don't chip away at that long-term goal that you have, you know you have inside you, it's never going to happen. So you got the short-term, I got to get out of immediate pain or danger now. We all have those. We got the long-term that if we don't address it and chip away, it's never going to happen, and everything in between. Right? Sometimes just spraying and praying and taking action, although, hey, you're ahead of most if you take a lot of action. But sometimes you need to refine it. See, I need to take a step back, right? Write it all out, kind of regroup, because I got so many things going on if this is going to happen the way that I do it. So think about that. I applaud you. If you are taking consistent action, it's definitely the first step. But if you're not getting closer, you need to take a step back and reevaluate it, because everything you do isn't equal in importance if you're going to put this big picture together. And you know, we're a little bit older, got more time behind us than we do in front of us. That message seems to resonate with my guys. Maybe it does for you. I know it does for me, that I got to take action now. That's what gets me up very early in the morning, keeps me going, right? Sometimes most of the time, I turn on this camera at 3 o'clock. I have no idea what I'm going to say, but then our connection, you get me more and more fired up, more clear, right? Sometimes you got to take, and then the next step unravels itself, right? We got more time behind us than we do in front of us. We have to take action now. We have to live with a sense of urgency. So train, eat, take care of yourself. I love, hug, connect, right, with the sense of urgency. If those goals are going to happen, got to start taking action now, right? Little by little, we got to live with that sense of urgency. Hello, Brian. Good morning to you. I am having a great morning. I'm about 45 minutes into my morning. It's great so far because you're here, Brian. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so those are some things to think about as we start our day. I'm so glad that you joined me again for your daily discipline, your daily habit, our ritual. Morning connection, just 2 minutes, getting our minds straight, getting our game face on for the day. So take on the day with that sense of urgency. Hey, expect the best from yourself today. You got this, all right? Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts, that they will pay off. Sometimes, most of the time, they don't pay off as quickly as we want, right? But they will pay off. You got to have that trust that your efforts will pay off. You know, a lot of things we do, we need the help of other people. They need to appreciate the value that we put out with our ideas, our thoughts, our efforts, right? Sometimes that doesn't happen. Maybe you know what that's like. They're not getting you and your message. And you know you're a force. You're a force for good. They're not getting it, right, as quickly as you want them to. And that could be in your home, your relationships, your family, your children, right? People are trying to influence of work that you can help them, whatever it may be. Expect the best from other people, even if they don't get it quite now, yet, all right? So expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts today. Expect the best from other people. Have a great day.